How are you doing? This is Antoinette Louise Joy, the author of Becoming Phenomenal. This is an hour of girl talk. Me and my girls are going to be kicking it on subjects like diet, nutrition, love, romance, marriage, dating, clothes, what to wear, fashion, hair, wig. We're going to talk about all that. If you want to comment or even if you want to ask a question, you can call us. The numbers at the bottom of the screen. This is my dream come true. What is yours? God is good all the time, and you can become phenomenal too. Hey, this is Antoinette Louise Joy, and sitting with me is some of my girls. This is going to be so fun. We're going to have Lysandra doing how you dress for a date. We're going to have Paulette mixing it up with questions and answers. And then we're going to have my favorite author, and that's Mercury Rising, and her book. Where's your book? She has a book out, and you'll be able to get it on Amazon, and she'll let you know about it later. But now, my first thing is, my Bible verse for the day is, those that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They will mount up wings like an eagle. They will walk and not be weary, and they will not be faint. My quote for the day is, in the final analysis, people are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people will accuse you of selfish, ultimate motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. When you spend years building, someone may destroy it overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some people are going to be jealous of you. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget about you tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have. People will often forget about you, and it may never be enough for this world. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. And that is from Mother Teresa. Now, getting on with our show, I'm going to introduce Joyce. So, I'm sorry, Mercury's. I'm so sorry. That's her pen name. But she's an author, and she comes on before me, The Bedroom Chronicles. So tell us a little bit about your book. Can you get her book for me, babe? So we're going to talk about her a little bit and her book and her show. So her book is?
The title of my book is Men in My Bed. True Love is Hard to Find, Relationship Chronicles. So I decided to write the book because of the last 3 men that were in my life.
Okay.
And between the three, out of the 3 men, true love was really hard to find because it wasn't no true love in there at all.
Ooh,
It was just me with true love, but not them.
Well, not them.
Not them.
Got it.
So,
been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then, in writing the book, I felt that the reader needed to know a little bit about the author. So then I wrote about my childhood first, so it could paint a picture of how I came from that little girl to the woman that I am today.
Got it.
With all the trials and tribulations, I'm pretty whole. I might be a little scrapes and scratches in there, but I'm pretty whole.
If we're being truthful, my childhood was of abuse, neglect. I always share that because people need to know. It was rape, trauma. My mother was a drunk, had daddy issues, whatever. But I say that because I don't want that to stop you. I had a dream. If you have a dream, and I think all of you had dreams, you can still make it. It can still happen for you. So don't let that stop you from accomplishing your dream of whatever that may be.
No. And I listened through the years of things that people have told me of family members. And I remember I was 17 when I got pregnant and I had my first daughter when I was 18. And my uncle told me, this is not something that you let stop you from dreaming or being whoever you want. And that just stayed in the back of my head forever.
Right.
So
I agree.
Yeah. So anything that comes in my path that causes me to work a little hard, that's just a fire that caused me to move and continue to do what I'm doing. So yeah.
Right.
So
that's
yeah.
it. So I have a candle line right here, Lysandra. That candle. Okay. She has my candle, and the person that makes my candle sitting right here, Paulette. So tell me about, was that your dream, first of all?
Actually, no. Becoming a nurse was my dream.
Okay. Okay.
And I knew, it takes most, well, I don't know if most, but some people, they'll even get to college and still don't know
what they want
to do, and even after. So they stay in college extended amount of time trying to figure it out. But I was blessed in knowing, how you go to an event as a little girl and they're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And my first answer was, I want to be a nurse. And my aunt, she used to tell me how I used to gather up my dolls, my cousin's dolls, and everybody, and I used to put Band-Aid on their forehead and on their arm.
You nursing them.
I'm nursing. I'm doing dressing changes and all these things
nursing
to the doll. She said I took the tape and taped up the dog leg, our family dog, to where he actually sprained his leg because he had no movement.
After I taped the dog's leg.
Yeah, they told me I was 7 years old when I did it. I don't remember it, but ever since I remember, I wanted to be a nurse. So it didn't matter what happened along the way. I knew that's what I wanted to be, and I was a pretty determined child. They said I was stubborn, but I say it's determined. Okay, that whatever it is I wanted, I had to find a way to get it.
That's it.
And as an adult, I'm the same way till this day. That it didn't matter what happened. And like you, I went through some childhood trauma, and at 16 got pregnant and had a child at 17. It was my first year of college at 16. I got skipped. Back in the day, they used to skip you in school. Now they don't. They just kind of put you in honors classes or whatever. But I got skipped twice. I never went to 8th grade, and I never went to the 5th grade. And I graduated.
Is that in New York?
In New York.
Okay.
So I graduated at 16 and started college at 17. Had my daughter, and soon after that, got married and got divorced. Because I think we were still children.
That's
what
it is.
Our own way.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And the only people we were with was each other from junior high all the way through high school. So I say that into saying, when the train is on the track, the train may derail. But once you get the train back on the track, you know where the destination is.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
So
it didn't matter how I swayed and where my train had stopped or derailed or whatever. I still knew once I got that train back on the track, I still knew I was
wanted to be a nurse. Bottom line.
And that's what I became, a nurse.
Now this is interesting. All us are nurses. So, Lysandra, how did you get to be a nurse?
Okay.
Put it up to your mouth.
Okay. Originally from Arkansas. So I grew up in the country, and my family, I came from a family full of educators, but I was that rebellious kid. You wouldn't believe it, huh?
Okay.
I was that rebellious kid. I went to college. I flunked out.
Look at you.
It's the truth, because I was sheltered. I was the only girl. So my family didn't let me get exposed to that much. But when I got grown and went to college, it was a different world. And I wasn't used to that world. I'm just being honest. And I felt my first year in college. I later on was like, I'm not going back home, because I was one of those kids that didn't want anybody to tell me what to do. I was a very, and my husband will tell you that too, I'm a very independent person.
Oh,
so
yeah, I know that.
I left. I wasn't going back. And I had every...
I didn't either. I didn't go back either.
I had every opportunity to go back. I had my family, it was like, we'll buy you a new car. Whatever you want, just come on back. And I was like, I'm not going back there, because I didn't want them to have control over my life. So what I ended up doing, I went and lived with a friend girl. That didn't work out either. I dropped out of school. Me and her was staying in an apartment. That didn't work out. And I had a recruiter come and talk to me about going to the military. So I ended up going to the military.
Did you?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Paulette is a military.
I can attest to that.
She's a military retired sergeant.
Yes. I ended up in the military. After they sent me to Korea my first year. So I was a mama's baby after all, because when they sent me away to a whole country by myself, that was a disaster
An
too.
eye-opening. That was an eye-opening.
That was very much an eye-opening. I always was into church, but when I went to Korea, I had a roommate. I never was a drinker, because my father was an alcoholic.
My mother was an alcoholic.
I said, nope, not going to drink.
That's
Don't
what
want
I
a man
said.
to drink ever. But anyway, skip all of that. While I was in Korea, it was a pastor there. Like for my first 3 months there, I was just partying my butt off, buying people drinks, all of this kind of stuff. And this guy from the military, I never forget it. He was just an E5. And it was one night, I was walking outside, drunk as I don't know what. He said, Sandra, he said, Specialist Williamson, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to yourself? As pretty as you are, as smart as you are. And I was like, you ain't my daddy, this. I went off on him, whatever. He said, God is trying to tell you something.
Oh, no.
He said those exact words, and I was like, whatever. But long story short, I learned that I had already told my family I wanted to be a nurse. And that was my goal. So while I was in Korea, I started back going to college.
Wow.
I did. And I ended up at Fort Campbell, and I got accepted into a program there, but I was still in the military. You would think in the military they promote education, but during that time...
Your mic.
During that time, they didn't promote it that much. And then you had some older sergeants, high-ranking people there who had made their ranks without going to college to get a degree. But my goal was to go back to school and get my degree. So I took classes outside of the military. When they were done with me, I went to school. I got accepted into a program. They told me, no, you can't do that, but if you sign up for this amount of years, you can do it. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I got out the military to pursue my dream to go to college, and that's how I ended up becoming who I wanted to be. A
nurse.
Yeah.
Don't you think God had a hand in that?
Oh, I absolutely know
do you
God
think he
had a hand
in
it.
your life,
I know he do.
Oh, he absolutely had
What
one
about-
in my life.
Yeah.
What about you?
Girl,
Do you
2
think?
hands and 2 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my question to each of you is, why does God give us or allow us to have pain? What is the purpose of pain?
It's a lesson. It's okay. It's a lesson you go through. You should have pain. I say If you have pain, then you can experience it, you can learn from it and move on. You won't go back to that because you'll remember that how
Some
you
people
felt.
do go back though.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Some people
Yeah.
are resistant.
Yeah, that's that roller coaster ride, I call it. You're on a roller coaster ride until you get tired of being on that roller coaster. You're going to stay on that roller coaster until you drop off.
What do you say, Paulette, for pain?
Well, I feel like without pain, how do you know the other side? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Without the rain, how do you know the sunshine?
Right.
Without,
right.
you know, so like she said, it's an education. It's for you to learn. It's a lesson. And some people don't learn the lesson the first time
Nope.
or the second time
That
or
would be
the
me.
third time.
I'm the
Some
slow
people
one.
have to,
I'm me.
you know,
That's
some
me.
people have to bump their head a
That's my
few
testimony.
times.
That's my
You
testimony.
have to bump your head and get maybe
That's my
3-4
testimony.
knots
honey.
before you realize,
Oh my God.
you know,
Yeah.
this hurts when I bump my head. So
Yeah.
I need to stop bumping my
Yes.
head. You know what I
That's
mean?
actually what really happens.
So
What about you, ma'am?
Well, this is my strong
Mike,
belief. I believe that pain elevates the soul.
All right.
And my soul has been elevated so far up to the point when I know some pain still has to come because
Right.
of growth. I
Right.
asked the good Lord, please, whatever lesson it is that you want me to learn, let it be at the remedial level
Okay.
so the pain won't be
So bad.
Right.
I think that I was reading up on pain this week in the Bible, and what I read was that God uses pain to get your attention. He wants you to know that where you're going, that ain't for you. That street, you need to veer off of that street and go another direction. Because I've done drug and alcohol. I've done that program. I've worked as a nurse. And they have a 12-step program for alcoholics. You know about that one, the Alcoholics Anonymous. It's a 12-step program. The first thing they teach those alcoholics is, first of all, you just a puppet in life, and God is really the puppet master. If this is really what you want to do, get off the alcohol, the drugs, you got to turn your life over. That's number one. You can't do it. You can't straddle the fence. Saturday night you with the devil, Sunday morning you with the Lord. That don't work. You got to turn over your life and let God have his say in your life. And another thing pain does that I was reading was that God allows that for a reason too. Like for Job, he lost everything. And he couldn't understand it. And his wife told him to curse God and die. She said, I don't know why you still dealing with this situation. Just curse God. He ain't doing nothing. And curse him and go on and die and be out of misery. But Job said, no. Can you not accept sunshine and the rain? Isn't there a reason that God is allowing this to happen? So for me, I'm wondering, is pain really effective? Does it really?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I really do. Because how else would you know? If you never experienced pain and you just kept going in the way you're going with joy, let's say, why would you change?
Exactly.
Why would you grow? Why would you move from the spot you are at emotionally, mentally,
Physically?
spiritually, you know, financially? Why would you
Yeah.
move?
Yeah.
I think, again, pain serves.
I was just thinking.
I think it serves.
You get too
I
comfortable.
was thinking, no, I
It has a
No, you know,
purpose.
It does.
Pain does have its purpose, but because of all the pain that I've endured, I can be stuck with joy for a minute and still move on all those joysticks so I got a joystick because I help you with something. I still want to feel that joy. I don't need pain to come in. So now,
right.
here come another joy, and
All right,
here come another joy.
Let me ask you something. You said you were dealing with 3 different men, right? In your book.
Not
In
the
your
same
book.
time now.
No, I know that. I didn't say it at the
Back.
same time. I didn't say it, but that would put you in another
Category.
Okay, but you said you were dealing with 3 different men, 3 different timelines.
Right.
Okay. Now, if you met the man that God had for you, what would be different from when you dealt with those 3 men? Would you be the same that you were
Oh,
with
no,
those men?
definitely not
Why?
the same.
That, yeah.
Why? Because he allowed pain to come in from those 3 different men.
Or
so
relationships.
you have grown.
But I had some joy in it.
You
too.
may have had some joy, but the pain that came in from those relationships, it allowed you to grow into the person you are now. So when Mr.
It shaped you.
right,
Yeah.
But the joy did too.
but if
It's
you
different.
had the joy only with those men, and you never felt the pain, there wouldn't have been the you are now. Wouldn't have been. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna put a but in there because I don't care how much pain I go through. That pain is behind me. I'm only looking at the joy that I got out of it. I'm swear to God, I'm only looking at the good, the good and the joy that I don't.
But how do you know the
because
good?
I believe
different
I know
from the
it.
pain?
I know it. I know
Exactly.
I
That's
know
my
it.
point exactly. That's my point exactly. You recognize the
pain.
good
Mm-hmm.
separate from the,
The
pain.
pain,
For
right.
you to sit here now and say,
Say.
I'm only looking at the good in it.
All right.
I'm not looking at the pain because you knew the pain.
I didn't know
But the
it, yeah.
pain had a part in
There you
the
go.
good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pain has a part just like
understand what
good.
I'm-
Joy has a part just like pain. Every there's all those different emotions.
But if you never had pain, how would you know it's
Right.
joy?
Right.
How would you know it's joy?
If you were hungry,
If
you
you
never
never
had a
had pain.
meal. How do you know you're hungry? You ain't never had a meal.
Exactly.
You all know you hungry.
Exactly.
You just know your stomach growling.
Exactly.
My stomach growling because you're hungry. That's why.
Exactly.
So
It's a guidance tool because now
Okay.
when you meet
yes.
the man that you're looking for, you're gonna recognize him right away. You also gonna recognize the one that ain't right from you
Right.
because of the
Because
past
he brought you
experience.
through the pain.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
You automatically know you're aware. You like
Mhm.
You're gonna go on that
Yep.
date. You're gonna listen to him talk and
With
soon
that
as-
Because now
foolishness.
you know what to look
With
for.
the
right?
foolishness
But if you
about
never
all
went
they
through
gonna
that-
do and how much he like
If
you
you
and
never
all.
went through that pain, you wouldn't know what
And
to
that's
look for
another
now.
thing.
You'd still be on that same track.
This
Yeah.
another thing.
Well-
Actions speak louder than words. Don't
Very
tell me
much.
how much you care what all you gonna do. how
just do
good-
it.
Because sometimes they don't do none of that.
None.
When they tell you all of that,
Yeah.
usually
Mhm.
they ain't gonna do none of it.
I was speaking to a friend this week, and this is Ree, and she said she said she wants more verbal confirmation from a man. And I said, well, what does that do for you? Because they can confirm anything.
They could tell you anything.
verbally,
Yeah.
but if their actions are
Don't-
not following that,
Don't match up.
how can you believe what they're saying?
And that was the deal with me. I often got men with all what I'ma do, yeah, whatever. But my husband ain't said none of that. I'm like, so what's wrong with him? What was wrong with him was he did all that he said he was gonna do, and it wasn't just about lip service. Because
Yeah,
they'll
but
give
I'm-
you the lip, but when it comes to doing, oh, they ain't doing
But
that.
like you know, some women want that verbal confirmation. Like she told me, and we stayed on the phone for a good 45 minutes because I just couldn't understand that. I'm not built that way. I don't need you to tell me you love me every day. I need you to
Well,
show
I
me
need
that
it.
you love me.
I
every
need
day.
it verbal.
Okay.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
broken. I need both.
Yeah,
Tell
me too. I need
and
both.
I-
Well, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying I don't want the person to say how they feel.
Right.
I'm saying I don't need that confirmation from you. I don't have to have that every day.
Yeah.
I need
But
it.
I have to have you show me that every day.
Right. I need both of them. You need to tell me, and then I need you to show it. How else would I know? What if your
I'm not
feelings
saying-
changed?
But I'm not. From yesterday to today,
Yeah,
to
from
tomorrow,
yesterday
to the next day.
I mean,
to the,
so you don't know
no.
no women
See,
that had a
I-
man
I-
and he went off with some other girl. I know plenty.
No, I'm not talking about that.
But
I'm not-
all along he telling you, "Oh, I love you, I
No,
love."
exactly.
Then he leave you
Exactly
for
what
a
I'm saying.
20-year-old.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't need him to keep telling me every single day because, like you said, his action could be different
Correct.
from what he's saying. I'm just saying, like, if I was married, like, okay, I have a boyfriend, and he does tell me he loves me, right?
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
no, I'm saying that.
Oh,
I'm saying
okay.
that. So he does tell me he loves me, but he shows me every day. So it matches his
What he
word. What he
says.
said. If he told me he loved me on Sunday, I don't need him to tell me Monday.
Well,
Tuesday,
I need
Wednesday,
it.
Thursday.
I need
I
it
don't
Monday,
need
Tuesday,
that.
Wednesday,
But
Thursday,
see-
Friday.
but see-
Because when Saturday, when you out with girlfriend number 2, I'm gonna know that you didn't mean nothing you said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I don't understand that, Michelle. Do you understand what she's saying?
Y'all
I think
confusing me.
I think
Right. I'm confused by what you're saying because
I think everybody's different. when it
Thank
comes to
you.
that.
But here's the thing.
Thank you.
But here, I
That's
understand-
really the point
I
that I was
understand
trying to
people are
make.
different.
That's really.
I understand people
But I
are
get what you're
different,
saying,
but-
and I get what you're
But
saying.
she's
Okay.
saying that she need him to tell her every day because when he's out with number 2, his action is different. That's why I'm like, I'm confused.
Because what I'm saying is he might tell me that every day, but on Saturday or Sunday he might be with girl. I'm talking about like if you got a boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm talking about. Oh, I love you. You the best thing happened to me. Then you can't get him on Saturday. Sunday you get a picture of him with somebody else. So it really wasn't. He was telling you what you wanted to
But
hear,
that's why I'm saying to you.
not really what he was feeling.
But that's why,
about you.
That's why I'm saying to you, I don't need it every day. I'll get annoyed quick.
But then, like you said, everybody's different. She just said that everybody's different.
Yeah, I'm different.
Yeah.
I
Like
to-
2 Chainz says, I'm
different.
Okay?
I just normally I would just take it, whatever his love language is, that he feels,
Exactly.
If he feels he need to do that, then that's what I accept,
Exactly.
yeah.
But I'm not built that way. For somebody to just keep saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like, what's
Like,
wrong?
who you trying to convince?
Like, who, me or you? What kind of
Nobody
psych-
wants that. I get what you're
Do we
saying.
need to get to a therapist? Like, you know what I mean? But if you show me
Yeah.
that you love me,
Yeah.
to me,
It's more important.
it means more to me.
Yeah.
And it does.
It does.
Because if you keep telling me I love you and you don't do nothing about it, here come my birthday. Oh, I forgot it. It was your birthday today. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. But I love you anyway.
let me say this. Let me share this because you've been listening to me for a while.
Yes.
So, and I talked to y'all about my ex-husband.
Yes.
And I said my ex-husband never
Going to
told
break.
me.
Okay.
My ex-husband never told me he loved me. So then I
Oh, no.
I went home. Listen, he never told me he loved me, but his actions
Did.
were different.
Okay.
I never pressured him to tell me that he loved me. I never even said it back to him because he wasn't saying it to me. So one day after the show, and I mentioned that, and I went back to, and I had a conversation. I said, you know what? You never told me that you loved me. He said, I love you. We
Okay.
divorced now.
It's
We
too
divorced
late.
then. No, we divorced. We good.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
He still,
Don't spin the block.
He
Hello.
he evolved a little
Hello.
bit. He evolved. 'Cause come on, man. I've known you.
There's
for
a
12
reason he's an ex.
Okay.
Just leave
That
it
might
there,
be
keep
the
it
reason.
moving.
Now, I don't think I could
Was
be
he
in that
one of the three?
relationship.
Yeah, he
Oh,
that's
keep
why.
it moving.
Yeah.
He the brown shoe. I got a black
Okay,
shoe, a
we're
brown
gonna
shoe,
have
a
to
white shoe.
continue this. We're gonna do fashion on our after we come back from the break. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Hey, how are you doing? This is Antoinette Louise Joy, the author of Becoming Phenomenal. This is an hour of girl talk. Me and my girls are going to be kicking it on subjects like diet, nutrition, love, romance, marriage, dating, clothes, what to wear, fashion, hair, wig. We're going to talk about all that. If you want to comment or even if you want to ask a question, you can call us. The number's at the bottom of the screen. This is my dream come true. What is yours? God is good all the time, and you can become phenomenal too. Hi, this is Antoinette Louise Joy, and we're continuing our Girl Talk. So if you haven't guessed it, this program is to help women to feel good about themselves, to learn about the different situations, and to have a positive affirmation. Because God says positive things about you. He says that you are beautiful. He says that you're wondrously made. You're made in his image. He said you're intelligent. He said you're smart. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And people will try to tell you that. But this part of my show is about being shopping savvy, meaning you don't have to wear Donna Carey $200 dress to look good. So, Lysandra, I gave her an assignment. I told her to go get me some cheap dresses. And I want you to bring them to the show. I want the cheapest dresses you can find. Because it's not about how much you pay. It's about how you wear them and what you look like when you wear them. So Lysandra has some outfits, and she put some shoes together, and she's going to show you what she has. Go ahead, Lysandra.
Okay, so the outfit that I have on right now while I'm sitting here, I got this dress at Rainbows. I went and got this. We were out at a garage, at an older lady's garage, so I picked up a couple pieces of jewelry. This wasn't much, maybe like $6. Earrings, $1. Oh, this dress, $16 at Rainbow.
Thank you.
Really cheap.
Thank you.
The shoes, these are some shoes that I did. I'm going to be honest about this. I got these shoes. I think I got them at Walmart maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. Paid maybe, they're a little like $16 or $17. That's why I got them. So I hold on to a lot of stuff. This here is a little.
I bought that one.
This came from Miss Michelle. She got it from Goodwill. How much you say you paid for it?
$4.99. $4.99 with my discount.
And I was talking to her. I have this necklace on. I told her, oh, I could pair
That would be
this necklace
perfect. And the earrings
and
too.
the earrings with this dress, and probably throw on some shoes with some little reddish orange in it and dress this up a little bit. So again, it was really under $6 or $7. Look at that. You can pair it up with a necklace,
Shoes.
and everything.
I bought the shoes to go with it. They're orange from Goodwill. They were $5.
Okay. Didn't bring shoes, but there you go for one. This also came from Goodwill. This came from Goodwill, $9.99, just a little dress, cute little dress. Pair it up with some heels here. You can pair it up with some heels.
That is perfect for a date.
This actually came from Cato's. It was on sale, this little necklace piece. I don't know if you guys familiar with Cato's.
I know Cato's.
So this was on sale for $6.99. It also came with the
I love it.
to go away. You can dress that up really cute.
I love
and
that
wear
dress
it.
for a date.
And I mean,
and even
it really
church.
would.
It really does.
I actually tried it on,
It looks good.
but yeah. And this one here, I went to Ross. I just picked this up 2 days ago. The price tag is still on that $18. I paired it up with the little jewelry.
Oh,
that
I
got
love
from
that
the garage-
necklace.
that I got from the garage sale.
I love that.
I don't know if you can see me when I drop down like that. But you got the shoes to go with it.
I
This right
love
here came
that.
from Goodwill, $6.
I love that.
These are outfits that you can do for little than nothing, maybe under $20. You can get a whole set.
That's what I'm talking about.
So,
So a lot of women have kids. They're a single mother. They have 2 or 3 kids, and money is not plentiful. So they're saying, and they're asking me, how do you go out when you don't have any money? Then you have to be resourceful. You have to go to places like Goodwill. What I do is I do clearance. If you go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, they have a clearance aisle. You go, I mean, it's good clothes in there, but you have to go through them, and that's what a lot of people don't like doing. But you can find some bargains, honey, and some of them have this amount off and this off, 60% off, 70% off. So I say that because if you want to date and you don't want to spend a lot of money on an outfit, you can visit these places: Goodwill, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. It's not just about wearing a $50 or $60 dress, $100 shoes for you to go out and have a good time. It really just depends on what you like and how much you're going to spend, because money is important now. We have all kind of issues going on. We have all kind of tariffs going on. We have all this stuff going on. So money is very important, and you should be able to spend your money and still look good, because all those outfits would look good on a date. You can go on a date with every one of those pieces of dresses she had. Now, you're going to need to get your hair together. It's called a wig, okay? That's what it's called. You can get you a wig. Every beauty shop now have a wig department. All of them. So this is a lace front. You can get lace front. You can get them at the store. You can get them online. You can change the color. You can change the style, everything. But at least put yourself out there. Start buying you a wig at a time. Buy your dress at a time. Tuesday is Seniors Day. I don't know who's seniors except me up in here. I'm a senior. I'm over 65. I'm the only one over 65 up in here. But anyway, go on that day to Goodwill and you get a discount. Tuesday is Senior Day, and that's the day that I always go. But I just feel like, you know, if this is your thing, if you want a person, a man in your life, he's not going to come do this on your door. Don't do that.
He might.
He ain't coming and knocking on your door. You got to put yourself out there. He ain't coming.
It might be the Amazon man.
He ain't coming. Ain't nobody coming and knocking on your door, honey. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to go get you some clothes. You don't have to tell them where you get it from. You ain't got to say nothing. Go get you an outfit, and then you're going to have to go ahead on with your little date and keep it moving. So dating 101 is a whole lot different now than it was, say, 20 years ago. We were just talking about dating. It's different now because you don't know what you're going to get. It's like, do we have AIDS? Do we have SIDs? What?
STD.
SCD, whatever. What he got, how many women he got. And now, as far as dating go, they don't just date you. They date you and 2 or 3 other women.
Oh, man.
That's what her show was about. She just did the show. I was just on her show.
I should have been on it.
And it was about men on the down. We just had
it ain't that down low anymore. They ain't down low no more. They ain't down low no more. They standing tall with it. Okay? Yeah, they are.
So you never get to know, and we were saying on her show is that they don't tell you, they're not honest.
Of course they're not going to tell you.
They don't say, well, I got a man and I got a woman and
They don't say it out directly, but I pay attention to the other little cute cues that they be giving off. For instance, for me, a cue would be like, you like, what's the drag queen?
RuPaul.
Frida or RuPaul?
So you love, I love RuPaul.
Red flag.
Yep. So
red flag.
Why are you telling me you love RuPaul?
Red flag. Red flag.
And then,
yeah, that's a red flag.
You got
red flag.
I just love him. He is such a good actor.
Red flag.
Say Will Smith. Like, why are you saying that? So those are red flags for me. They got a little. I'm making a mental note.
This is my thing.
Is that your way of telling me that you on the down low? Are you interested in me?
I wouldn't be.
But this is
I
my thing.
Be putting no mental note.
This
would be our last time conversation.
Exactly.
You and I together.
Okay. Exactly.
This was one thing I used to love Terry McMillan. Remember Terry McMillan and her novels? Mm-hmm. So she was married and she said she didn't know. Do y'all remember how she was?
You have to know.
She married this guy and he was on the down low. You know, but he was pretty. He was all in the mirror on her show. She had a movie. He was in it at the end of the show. He was cute. He was
Yeah.
pretty boy.
He
And
knew-
she couldn't tell.
She could tell.
But I think women, as women, we do know. Like you said, you were having red flags and all these signals. We know, but some women don't want to know.
True.
They don't want to know.
Because I probably was one of those women.
because they know what comes with knowing.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, let me tell you this. So, he had a lot of red flags, but he was so attractive.
You need
I mean,
you
That's
you
the
knew.
issue.
And he was home.
That was
You
the
knew.
issue. He
You
was
knew.
cute.
Not he was masculine fine, not feminine cute. He was
Muscular.
he chiseled. No, I
Chiseled.
don't like him muscled. I
Okay.
like chiseled.
He was
You
fine,
just-
buff.
Yeah. And a
Okay.
flat stomach, dressed nice. I mean,
Okay.
suave type.
Oh,
Ooh,
one of them kind.
confident walk. I mean,
Okay.
but it was just.
He like men.
I just think he did. He
You
never
think he did, or you
I
found out?
believe no. I never found out that he did, but it's too many things that he said and did that would lead to my rationalization that yes, you are.
Now
Whether you acting on it, whether you know it or not, I believe in my.
Now, this
core
is
that
a
you
red
are.
flag for me. If he in the mirror more than me, we're going to have an issue. Something wrong. They
So-
got some men in the mirror. They 20 minutes,
mm-mm.
30
If you
minutes,
in the mirror longer
40.
than,
That's
if
what
you-
I'm
If
saying.
you're in the mirror longer than me, you better be
Something
shaving
wrong.
your head.
Something.
No.
Something is
That
wrong.
he got a bald head and he in there shaving his head.
Something
Okay.
wrong.
Let me tell you.
Something
Okay.
wrong.
So it seems like I'm always engaged to somebody and breaking it off. But anyway, I was engaged to this Nigerian guy.
Oh,
He was
that's it.
he was in London, and I would go and visit him. And Lord, that man, he had his towel on up here. He had this much hair right here. He in the mirror with a little black comb. What are you combing?
It's
And
not
you
there.
went on with him after
No,
that?
no, ma'am,
okay.
no, I did not.
Okay.
I just couldn't get over past the towel. Why you getting all the way up here?
What are you hiding? What
You got
are you
up here.
covering?
Ah!
And wear a towel up here.
And I was like, well, maybe it's a British thing. Well, I don't
Look
think it
here.
was. No.
Oh, no. For me, like I
he
said,
married somebody else because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't get that. I was younger then. I couldn't get that thought out of my head. But still,
but for me, like I said, if he's
And I keep
constantly in
putting
the
him
mirror,
all the way
and
down.
I dated a guy that was like that. He was really attractive, and everywhere we went, he would draw ladies. The women would be coming and talk to him. My issue was, you with me, so how are you talking to this? How is you talking to homegirl?
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Yeah.
So you
No,
got
Attention
so
should be
I
all
don't.
of
I
you.
don't
So you-
tolerate. I don't
Yeah.
So
tolerate
tell
disrespect
me
either.
what's really going on. So this relationship didn't work out because everywhere we went, it was like, hey, and he talked back to him. How you doing? I'm standing here. Hi, how you doing? Like, oh, so I'm invisible.
Well, you know what, Michelle.
Okay.
That's a red flag.
I don't.
That's what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
You know what,
red.
Michelle?
That's red, right, green, yellow flag.
Yeah.
Women that are single, I don't think it's a problem for some women to be single. It just means you're smarter with what you're doing,
Yes.
and you're
Confident.
choosier,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and you're not willing to put up with
Foolishness.
nonsense. So that's why I know that's
Foolishness.
my issue.
Foolishness.
That's my issue. Why I'm not married right now, because I'm
Foolishness.
not willing to put up
With that
the
foolishness.
nonsense. I will not be disrespected under no circumstance by a man. Period. I will not. I don't. No, I don't tolerate that. Period.
Nope. It's
Okay.
not gonna happen.
I mean, really.
Because if he does that in public, what will
I
he
don't-
do
Yeah.
at the house, or if you're at a
When nobody
family
there.
gathering,
Yeah.
or at church, or
Look, I don't care if it's outside, under the table, behind the stairs.
She's right.
Okay. What you're not gonna do is disrespect.
but for
me.
me, it's
Yeah.
in the mirror. Wait, how many? It's an hour. This boo boo still in
Like
the
I
mirror.
said, he
I'm
better
like,
be-
baby, what you doing? Like, what?
Like I said, he
What the
better have a
hell?
bald head and be shaving his head.
But that's what Terry
Okay.
McMillan was married to this guy, and they
Okay.
weren't married long because soon after she found out that he was on the down. He was a pretty boy now.
yeah,
he
he
was
was.
pretty. That he had a man.
And that's the thing. I don't want no man that
So-
look better
so
than me.
the-
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You gotta be all in the mirror. This ain't gonna work out well for me and you.
I need to be the pretty one.
That's what I'm saying. Me and you ain't gonna work out if you always in the mirror.
I don't want no man to look better than me, baby.
No.
Okay?
No.
Because I'm not going to be in competition with my man. I'm not going to. It's enough women out there.
Now.
And I'm so confident. I don't care what she look like. I'm still the gorgeous one. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Because everybody has their type. Every man got his type. Every woman got her type.
Right.
If I'm not your type, then keep it moving.
Right.
I mean, what's the deal?
My type fluctuates because it's like sometimes I like real tall. Sometimes it belongs to the eye level. Sometimes it's just.
No, I don't do eye level.
So I don't think I have.
I don't do
type.
eye level because I wear heels and I'm already tall.
Right.
I'm 5'7.5", and if the man ain't over 6'1", 6'2", I can't do it.
Really?
I can't. No. So
I'm only 5 foot.
You know what? I already know that. I dated a guy and look.
I'm only 5 feet.
Look, like we said, the pain. I dated a guy one time. He was 5'5", and all my friends were like, "Paulette, he's such a nice guy. He's so good to you. You're gonna let the height." But I couldn't get past it. Mm-hmm. We went to a Kim concert at the Fox Theater. I was dressed to the T, okay? And you know me, Michelle. I had my heels on, whatever. This man was like here. And he insisted on holding my hand. Because he didn't want the man to look this way. Like he wanted them to know I'm with you, right? I felt like I wanted to say, come on, it's my kid.
My son. Come on, son.
Like, come on, hurry up. Look. When I got home, I said, Lord, thank you. I said, I got to get rid of this.
Wow.
And I did. I got rid of him.
Wow.
I can't. So now I know I can't do that.
So you got rid of the man because he was short, basically.
Yeah.
That might have been your husband.
No, he wouldn't have.
Everybody got a type.
Everybody got a type. I remember even before that, that was the defining day. That was the day that defined I got to get rid of him. But I remember before, we was sitting there in it was a couples and whatnot. And he sat there and then he crossed his leg and I was like, oh my God, he got little frog legs. I just looked at him. I just couldn't. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can't.
Lordy.
So he can't have little feet. He can't have little legs. He can't have none of that.
Short man with little legs.
That might have been your husband.
No.
God may have sent this frog leg
God
man
didn't send him, honey.
to be with you.
No, God didn't send him.
All right.
No.
Wow.
Because he would have known that would have led me down a whole nother path. Okay? So, no, God didn't send that one. So, I do like you. I fluctuate between
tall.
the same,
Tall
you know what I mean?
and taller, yeah.
It got to be somebody tall. And I don't like light-skinned men. Like them high yellow.
I ain't with the yellow.
I don't do the high yellow.
I got a yellow man. I love
He's
my
not
yellow.
yellow. He's not yellow. He is not yellow.
Yeah, he's brown skin,
Yeah,
light
he
brown.
ain't yellow.
He's like
He ain't
coffee, but
yellow.
we
He
ain't
ain't
the ones
yellow.
we talking about. We were like
No,
talking about the
I'm
ones that look
talking
white.
about
Oh, the ones that look
Almost
like
white.
that light cream, white,
DeBarge.
The bar, yeah.
No. I don't.
I don't date those
I'll
type
take
either.
you from
I like
the,
chocolate.
from the caramel all the way
Right,
down.
I like caramel all the way down.
All the way down
yeah.
to the tar.
But I like chocolate, definitely.
Okay.
And talking about
that's how I like
dating,
my man.
I've never dated out of my race. For some reason, I like brothers.
I'm not doing that either.
All the white girls now want a brother. What is up with that? Everybody now
Well,
wants
that's
a
why
chocolate.
there's not enough to go. But
That's
those
correct.
brothers that go to the white girls, they say they can't deal with the black women.
Exactly.
That we got attitude, we got this. But
Whatever.
why? But why?
But you, because of you.
But why?
Because of the men, you, them.
You know,
I say it's
that
because of
needs
them.
to be a subject. But why?
Because of them.
I don't think I can date a I don't think I can date outside of my race because I'm gonna have in the back of my mind that you're gonna say that word.
You are.
And we're gonna have an issue.
I had a cousin that married a white man and ended up stabbing him. She killed him. He called her. They got into an argument. That's exactly what he called her.
And
really?
A black bee. Yes, he did.
So I had a family member that actually was married to a Caucasian woman, and they had 4 kids. And on his grave, this is what he told me. And I said, why did you marry? I asked him, I said, why did you marry her and you treat her this way? He said, that's her form of slavery.
Oh?
What?
The way he was treating her.
Oh, my God.
Was her form of slavery. So he beat her. Instead of having a washing machine and a driver, he was married. He was black, she was white.
Oh no!
And had kids by her.
Well, why would he do that?
I don't know, but that's what
he said. I think it's wrong on every level.
Yeah,
it is.
You know, I don't care.
It
is purple, orange, yellow, green, whatever.
Putting your hands that's never love.
But I don't want no other race, because definitely this race ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna allow it, but I'm definitely not gonna take it from.
And I'm not gonna allow a man to put his hand on me. I don't care if he red, white, or blue. It's wrong. No.
I just want to stay with my race because
exactly.
I just feel like it's almost a tribal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't feel like
I like brothers.
We need to be having. Well, that's just my personal opinion and my, you know. I just feel like even having children, introducing other DNA factor into the black race, because we don't have Neanderthal in our DNA. We don't. The original, the black people.
Right.
We don't.
And it's
so you go mixing that. You're and introducing that animal or DNA into. Yeah, it's a whole, like, I don't want to say what I want to say, but I'm going to just leave it there. You know. On top of that, I'm a nurse. I know what they look like when they get old.
Yes, Lord. It's not a pretty picture.
Girl. Ooh.
It's not a pretty picture.
You don't even know who that is.
It's not
Who is that?
They do not age well.
I see the picture.
No.
When they're young.
They don't age well.
The family bring pictures.
They don't
I see the pictures
well.
when they're young, and I'm looking at the picture and look.
They don't age well.
No.
They don't age well.
No.
Even the women, they don't age well.
No.
They got patients of mine that are in their 80s and 90s, and their skin is flawless. I'm looking at her. You ain't got no wrinkles. You 90?
But that's us. You know?
Yeah, no, because the others are paper thin.
Not only that, you ain't having no kind of intimacy once you get a certain age with that.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing left there.
Yeah.
Trust and believe.
It shrinks up. Yeah.
There is nothing there.
It does. It shrinks.
It goes away.
It
goes inward.
Listen,
I know. You got to take 2 hands and mash it out.
I know.
Listen, ain't nothing to mash
I
out.
had to do that.
There is nothing to mash out. Okay?
That's funny. It's not funny. It's not.
I have tried to straight cat.
Me too.
And it was nothing there to straight cat.
You cannot. Yeah.
There was nothing there to find. So I'm with the flashlight trying to see if there's a hole I can stick it into.
Me too. I've
we
done that
about
too.
A man, not a woman.
It's true.
Okay?
It's true. I've done that too.
It's the other
It's true.
people, not.
I'm like, how am I do
That's
this?
true. That's so true.
Wow.
Right.
They don't have
So,
nothing. I don't know what
I'm
happened.
not trying to go down that road at no point. I want somebody I can
Grow
grow
old
old
with.
with gracefully. And he still be the person when I look next to me. It's still that person.
With the
I
same
married
thing.
years ago.
With the same parts.
And not look like a whole different. I promise you.
With
they
the
don't
same
even look
parts.
the same. You can't even recognize the person in
can't.
the picture from that person there.
You can't. You cannot.
And I have seen it. It wasn't like one. I've seen it over and over
That's
and
true.
over and over and over
That's
again.
true. But you know, some of the other races now, where they used to make fun of black women lips and hips,
Oh,
and
yeah,
now the
they
white
imitate
women trying to
lips.
get the lips and hips.
Lips and-
Now they want sisters because of the lips, the hips,
Hips.
or whatever.
True.
Now they're doing this the lip where they putting lips,
Blowing their lip up.
blowing their lips
up.
up. Yeah, they want big lips. Now they.
But there are black women doing that too, and
I
I don't
know.
understand that.
I
really
know.
don't understand that trend.
Butt lift,
You know.
butt transplant, butt this, butt.
That.
That's a whole story there.
Okay.
That's a whole nother day of discussion.
Okay. Because my feelings are, if I gotta do all this to get a man, what's the?
Yeah, why?
But to me, I think it's low self-esteem.
That's
too,
what,
that's
I
what it
just
is.
said that. If
I
I,
really
gotta
do.
do all of
Yeah.
this to get a man,
I think
I'm
it's,
not good enough. Is that
I
what
think
you're
it's
saying?
low self-esteem.
I'm not
It
pretty
is
enough.
what
I
it
don't look
is.
good enough.
If you're doing it, well, maybe, some people may be doing it just for themselves, maybe for themselves.
I'm not getting
But
that.
the ones that are doing it for somebody else or for
Low
attention,
self-esteem.
it's low self-esteem. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah,
Let me tell you
it's low
something.
self-esteem.
He might not like you, but somebody else, what you don't like
There's
about
somebody
me,
for everybody.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Just like
That
there may
is
be
what
a
I'm
woman
saying.
for that
That's
frog
what
leg
I'm
man.
That short guy.
I'm just saying, if I'm not good enough, and when I was single, I didn't have that problem because keep it moving, next, keep it moving. Because what you don't like, homeboy will like it. Keep it moving. But what I'm not finna do, lips, butt, chest, I ain't doing all that. Neck, ear, I ain't doing all that.
So that brings me to this, because we was talking about down low a few minutes ago, and the guys that are down low, normally they have a girl or a woman, but the men don't. The men that they're with, most of them, they don't have
Right.
big butts or big
sure
big
don't.
boobs, and then the women gonna go out there and get the big butts and the big boobs, thinking that's what the man want, and he on the down low, that's not even what he wants.
Well, you brought a good point about that too. Even as Michelle was speaking about brothers going to white women, I have seen brothers with the most torn up
Ugly.
white women.
Ugly.
I'm talking about.
Ugly.
I'm just talking about. Look, I
Ugly.
saw
Dried up
like
looking.
her hair looked like she haven't watched. You know when a dog. When a dog is without an
Maine,
owner,
yeah, Maine, yeah.
and you haven't, they haven't bathed that dog, and that's how the hair's looking, and you standing with this woman right there in we were getting brunch at the IHOP,
Yeah.
and he's standing there, with his hand in his pocket all proud because he got that white woman,
Yep.
and I'm looking at her, and she's about.
That's
And
called a
I'm not
white woman
trying to- and I'm
syndrome.
not- And I'm not trying to weight shame anybody or whatever.
No, I'm not.
But she was at least 280 pounds, at least, with the hair all look like it's matted. You would get a white woman looking like that, but if a
We
black
gotta
woman
go.
looked like that, black man, you wouldn't want her because you wouldn't see her as being
Nope.
attractive.
Nope.
We gotta jump over hoops
Yeah.
and do all this stuff to make ourselves presentable. Like you're saying, there are black women out there putting on butt, tits, lips, teeth, this, wig, that.
We gotta go.
You know.
Thank you so much. Please join us again. You can find me on Antoinette Louise Joy on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram, as well as my two ladies here. Please join us again. Have a great, phenomenal day, and thank you for watching. Hey, how are you doing? This is Antoinette Louise Joy, the author of Becoming Phenomenal. This is an hour of girl talk. Me and my girls are going to be kicking it on subjects like diet, nutrition, love, romance, marriage, dating, clothes, what to wear, fashion, hair, wig. We're going to talk about all that. If you want to comment or even if you want to ask a question, you can call us. The number's at the bottom of the screen. This is my dream come true. What is yours? God is good all the time, and you can become phenomenal too.